Date a Mormon, you should not date a Jehovah's Witness, you should not date a Catholic either if you're a non-denominational born-again believer, because every single religion that I just described does not believe the same things that are written in the Bible.
What?
Catholics are the closest to that. Obviously, they believe that, the Trinity is real. They believe in Jesus. They say that Jesus is God. But Mormonism does not. Mormons do not believe that Jesus is God. They also believe a bunch of random things about, if you die and you're a Mormon and you've, honored Joseph Smith or whatever, then whenever you die, you're going to have your own planet that you can procreate on. And it's just an illogical religion. It's not based on any facts. It's, Joseph Smith making up stuff as he went.
I'll make that up.
And having this divine prophecy that came after Jesus, just like Muhammad did. It's very similar, and it's unbiblical, it's wrong, and you will have a lot of issues if you try and date somebody of a different faith because you're not equally yoked together, and the Bible forbids that.
Alrighty then.
Let me explain to you what we just witnessed. And this is a serious problem, especially here in the Protestant-dominant South where I live. Now, this guy is demonstrating royal intellectual laziness, and it's really not his fault. This guy is a product of the dominant religious and cultural setting so prevalent in the United States. You see this a lot with these religious guys on social media who have developed this sense of spiritual superiority or spiritual arrogance as a result of their religion being culturally dominant. One of the most unfortunate side effects of this is the absence of critically examining one's own religion. In a dominant religious or cultural setting, arrogance acts as a psychological closed loop. It creates an environment where critical examination is not just avoided, but viewed as a threat to one's safety and identity. Now, I'm going to give this guy the benefit of the doubt and just say that he is a product of his extremely flawed religious culture. In other words, he simply just doesn't know any better. Or this guy knows what Latter-day Saints believe and is simply lying to his viewers, intentionally deceiving them. But surely a non-denominational Christian wouldn't lie about another religion. Surely not.
Are you sure?
But let's examine his claims. Again, unfortunately. Sorry, but
every single religion that I just described does not believe the same things that are written in the Bible.
Latter-day Saints do not believe the same things written in the Bible? Well, first of all, what a foolish claim. Unfortunately, much like his Protestant religious beliefs, not much thought has been put into what comes out of his mouth. But you see, the audience he's appealing to is just like him. His own culture and inner circle have created this monster called ignorance. The claim Mormons do not believe the same things written in the Bible is easily shown a false claim. All you have to do is present things written in the Bible, then ask Latter-day Saints if they believe those things. Let me do that for you. Yep, I believe it. Yep, I believe that one too. That's right. Yep. Now, shall I keep going? Oh, yeah. Yep. I believe it. Absolutely. Yeah. Let's continue.
But Mormonism does not. Mormons do not believe that Jesus is God.
Mormons do not believe Jesus is God. Well, wait a minute. What do you mean Mormons don't believe Jesus is God? What are you talking about? Now, true, Latter-day Saints do not believe Jesus is God the Father, but even he doesn't believe that. So what are you talking about? Can you see how this claim is not thought through very well? Yes, Latter-day Saints do believe Jesus is God and has always been God. The very beginning of the Book of Mormon, explaining the purpose of this record, is to the convincing of the Jew and Gentile that Jesus is the Christ, the eternal God, manifesting himself unto all nations. Yes, Latter-day Saints believe Jesus is God. We have a coherent biblical view of the ontological relationship of the Godhead. Don't drag us into your mysterious, consubstantial, whatever this is.
They also believe a bunch of random things about, oh, you know, if you die and you're Mormon and you've, I don't know, honored Joseph Smith or whatever, then whenever you die, you're going to have your own planet that you can procreate on.
Apparently, Latter-day Saints believe that after we die, if we're Mormon, and if we have honored Joseph Smith, we get our own planet that we can procreate on. I get it. Maybe if we just say the lie long enough, people will just believe it.
My dear Watson, I expected even you to see through that trick.
And it's just an illogical religion. It's not based on any facts.
It's an illogical religion not based on any facts. Well, illogical, lacking sense or clear, sound reasoning. Exhibit A.
Peace be unto you. Why are ye troubled? And why do thoughts arise in your hearts? Behold my hands and my feet that I desire myself. Handle me and see, for a spirit hath not flesh and bones, as ye see me have. Have ye here any meat? These are the words.
God is without body, parts, or passions, yet this is God. Right? Make it make sense. The Latter-day Saint religion is not based on any facts. Well, this guy is apparently a non-denominational Christian. And I venture to say that your religion is based on the belief that Jesus died, was buried, and resurrected 3 days later. Is there anything about that outside the realm of empirical science that cannot be proven or disproven as facts? Yeah. Again, the claim in general is nonsense. Can you see the pattern of claims not thought through very well in this video? But here's the thing. Your matters of faith and supernatural claims and mine are all in the same boat.
And having this divine prophecy that came after Jesus, just like Muhammad did. It's very similar, and it's unbiblical, it's wrong.
Having divine prophecy after Jesus? Now, this is a common argument from critics of the church. Again, a not very well thought through claim. Here we go again. But this guy can't possibly believe divine prophecy after Jesus would be unbiblical and wrong. Paul came after Jesus. Many prophecies came after Jesus. The book of Revelation was written after Jesus. This is just a bad argument. But look, I get it. Critical thinking is cognitively expensive. It requires significant time and mental energy. To function quickly, our brains want to take the path of least resistance or mental shortcuts, which favor accepting plausible sounding information over the work of verifying it. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoy content like this, subscribe and come back to more. See ya.